Mic check, 1, 2. Mic check, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3, 4. Mic check, 1, 2. Mic check, 1, 2, 3, 4. Central Methodist Women's Soccer, live here on the Heart Conference Network. Rachel Moore, Assistant AD, Director of Athletic Communications here at Central, just doing a mic check, seeing how we sound. Phil Fortaleza, the one and only, will be taking over momentarily, but we're just doing a mic check to see how we sound, So, that'll be coming your way shortly, so no need to worry. Mic check, 1, 2. Sound pretty good?
Sounds fine.
Yep, I think it sounds good. All right, guys, I am signing off. Phil is going to bring you the ring ceremony here at about 4:45, recognizing our 2021 Women's Soccer National Semifinalists, 3-time conference champions, and both regular season and tournament. So we'll be back in a little bit. You're listening to the Heart Conference Network.
So I think 24 is the magic number for the awards, and then
It should be 20.
well, here on the bill,
Oh, I thought you
the
meant...
number 24. Yeah, that was the sweet spot.
So, Phil, what do you think? Do you want to have this on and do the PA, or do you just want to stick this out the window so they can hear you on the stream?
I'll just leave that on.
Okay.
Thank you. All right, I think I'm good with this. Yeah, well, we still need centrals.
All right. Mic check, 1, 2. Mic check, 1, 2. Testing. Mic check, 1, 2. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Mic check. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mic check, 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, guys, just making sure our volume sounds good if you're tuning in. Mic check, 1, 2. Mic check, 1, 2, 3. Mic check, 1, 2, 3. Check, 1, 2. Check, 1, 2. Mic check. Mic check. Mic check, 1, 2. Testing, 1, 2, 3. We'll be back in just 1 second, guys. Mic check. Testing. Mic check, 1, 2. Check, 1, 2. Mic check, 1, 2. Testing. Mic check, 1, 2. Mic check. Testing, 1, 2. Testing. You good, Phil?
Yeah, it's checking compensation.
Okay. Testing, testing, 1, 2. Check, check, 1, 2. Check, check, 1, 2. Mic check, 1, 2. Check, check, 1, 2. Testing, testing, 1, 2. Alright. Sorry guys, just had to double check our volume. I think we sound good. If not, y'all give us a shout. See if we can do any better. But Phil's going to be bringing you the ring ceremony here shortly at about 4:45, so tune into that. And we will see you guys here momentarily. Thank you.
Stay in school. Oh, was this the other option?
Yeah, I didn't know what you wanted to do.
Yeah, we could do it this way.
Okay. That way you don't have to worry about projecting.
Yeah. You kind of want to explore all options, see what's available. One.
Are you doing sound?
Your attention, please. If you're planning on participating in this evening's ring ceremony, please make your way down to the field. If you're planning on participating in this evening's ring ceremony, please make your way down to the field.
Hey, man. I figured you could use a drink. I appreciate you. Thank you. How you doing? Jumping and swinging? Usually we got that 8 hours in me. It's easy. You know, a whole day of work that's dragging you down. Sit out there and good deal. Who is that?
Angela, you need the picture?
Send a message.
and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the field as we will now present the 2021 Central Methodist Women's Soccer Program with their championship rings. The 2021 team had one of the best runs in program history, finishing the year with a 22-2 overall record and a 12-0 mark in Hart Conference play. The Eagles swept the Hart regular season and conference tournament championships for the third consecutive season. In addition, Central cruised through the opening round championship in Columbia, Missouri, and advanced to the final site for the third straight season. Upon arriving at the final site in Orange Beach, Alabama, the Eagles shut out the two-time defending national champions, Kaiser University, by a final score of 2-0. With the win, Central would punch its ticket to the NAI National Semifinals for the first time ever. It marks Central's deepest postseason run in program history, and the Eagles finished the year with the highest national ranking at number 3. And now let's meet the 2021 team. Player and staff, when your name is called, please come forward to receive your ring. Beginning with Max de Armas Colombo. Kitty Torak. Laura Hissenbeck. Alicia Zamora. Marcela Elena. Kaya Runcliffe. Maria Cervello. Sandra Jakobsen. Caris Pinchard. Alexis Ashmore. Ranisha Frank. Celine Witt. Carly Edwards. Caitlin Kongara. Chris Faraday. Vincent Beam. Aina Cantero. Lydia Vicente de Vera. Carlota Baldo. Athletic trainer Sam Tresky. University chaplain Mark Gassman. Assistant Coach Tyler Watkins. And head coach of your Eagles, Dan Schmidlin. Ladies and gentlemen, please give another round of applause for your 2021 Central Methodist Eagles.
Gentlemen, and welcome to Davis Field for tonight's women's soccer match featuring William Woods University and NAI's NAI nationally ranked Central Methodist Eagles. We ask that all players, coaches, and spectators abide by the NAI Champions of Character values, which are respect, integrity, responsibility, servant leadership, and sportsmanship. And now at this time, would you please rise and remove your hats for an opening prayer, followed by the playing of our national anthem. Let us pray in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Almighty God, you have created us to strive for our best. Grant to all athletes, coaches, and fans the strength to pursue excellence during this event. We pray for the safety of these athletes, protect them from injury and harm. Help us to honor you today in all we do on and off the field, and make us witnesses to your glory. In Christ's name we pray. Amen. And now let's meet the starters for tonight's contest. First, for the visiting William Woods Owls. Introducing first, at midfield, junior from Mountain Home, Arkansas, number 3, Lauren Helmert. Also at midfielder, freshman from Jamestown, North Dakota, number 6, Adeline Nienhaus. At midfielder, sophomore from Columbia, Missouri, number 7, Sam Pullman. Defender, sophomore from St. Louis, Missouri, number 8, Lexi Derbull. At forward, junior from Russellville, Arkansas, number 9, Cindy Gonzalez. Defender, senior from Cape Girardeau, Missouri, number 10, Abby Wilson. At midfield, senior from Wentzville, Missouri, number 11, Sydney Balducci. Defender, graduate from Lenexa, Kansas, number 22, Abby Prather Turner. At forward, sophomore from Wentzville, Missouri, number 23, Mackenzie Boyle. Defender, freshman from O'Fallon, Missouri, number 26, Lydia Sims. And in goal, senior from Overland Park, Kansas, number 99, Makayla Henley. The head coach of the Owls is Lauren Robb. And now your Central Methodist Eagles. Introducing first, midfielder, freshman from Oslo, Norway, number 9, Kaja Renklev. At midfielder, freshman from Ikast, Denmark, number 16, Maja Henriksen. Midfielder, junior from Quickborn, Germany, number 19, Celine Witz. In goal, junior from Barcelona, Spain, number 1, Judith Oliveras. At midfielder, senior from Barcelona, Spain, number 10, Maria Cervello. At midfielder, graduate from Sopron, Hungary, number 3, Kitty Torok. At forward, senior from St. George's, Grenada, number 18, Ranisha Frank. At midfielder, sophomore from Minas Gerais, Brazil, number 8, Marcela Helena. At defender, junior from Valladolid, Spain, number 7, Alicia Zamora. At defender, senior from Beaverstedt, Germany, number 4, Laura Heisenbeck. And now at forward, junior from Svendborg, Denmark, number 11, Sandra Jakobsen. The Eagles' head coach is Dan Schmidlin. So a bit of a warmer night tonight in Fayette, Missouri, but around temperatures ranging around the high 80s. May feel a little bit more different down there. But as we close the book on August and head into the September months and the fall season ahead, we've got women's soccer for you tonight from Fayette, Missouri here at Davis Field. It's the local rivalry, the William Woods Owls and your Central Methodist Eagles. Hi again, everybody. My name's Phil Fortaleza. I'll be taking you through play-by-play tonight. So William Woods coming into tonight's match looking for their first win on the year. Back in 2021, overall, a fine season for William Woods, a record of 12-5-1, 7-2 in the AMC, good enough for third place in the conference, right behind second place Harris Stowe and perennial AMC contender Columbia College. And for Central, they come into this match with a record of 2-1, 1-0 at home. A couple of neutral site matches in St. Louis this past week, which included a loss to University of the Cumberlands, and then but then they were able to bounce back 2 days later on that Sunday against Aquinas. So, the quick version of the starters for the Owls between the pipes is Michaela Hanley, and they'll round out with Sims, Golas, Boyle, Prather, Turner, Balducci, Wilson, Gonzalez, Durbol, Pullman, Nienhaus, Helmert, and Helmert. And for Central, usually rolling out the normal starting 11 with a little change in the starting 11 for tonight. Between the pipes is Judith Oliveras, Katie Torak, Laura Hisenbeck, Alicia Zamora, Marcela Elena, Kaya Ranclev, Maria Seville, Sandra Jakobsen, Maya Henriksen getting a start tonight, Ronisha Frank, and Celine Witt to round out the starting 11 for Central. Central in the home grays with neon numbering. Jakobsen right at midfield. Whistle sounds. We close the book on August. Welcome to September. And welcome to this match, Owls and Eagles. So 50-50 balls near midfield. Celine Witt challenging. Taken by Pullman. Like I said, William Woods looking for their first win on the season. We'll see what head coach Lauren Robb's squad has in store for us. Lauren Robb in her 5th season at the helm for the Owls. So the throw in. And the Owls looking to establish some high pressure early on Central Methodist. It's looking like they're running out their CMU looks like they don't usually run a 4-3-3. Trying to make out this formation though. Anyway, Owls in control for the time being, but that ball will go out. Possession to CMU. The throw in for Maja Henriksen, the freshman out of IKAS, Denmark. Henriksen for her this season. She is new to this. A new recruit for Dan Schmidlin. This is her second start and 4th appearance overall. Two shots to her count as the Eagles look to push. The ball gets between the center backs, but nothing doing. Like Sandra Jakobsen was looking for Marnisha Frank. Maybe just a letter a little bit too far on that one. Possession back to the Owls. which will find the foot of Henriksen. Playing more of that near side wing back tonight. So Judith Oliveras between the pipes, the junior from Barcelona, Spain, the transfer from Iowa Western Community College. Kitty Torak, graduate from Sopron, Hungary. A possible break here for Central. Renisha Frank, can she get a better touch on it? A shot by Witt, and I don't think she got any of what she wanted on that one. That one will go out of bounds. A goal looks like a goal kick for William Woods. So round out the rest of the defense. Laura Hiesenbeck, the senior from Bielefeld, Germany, 2021, second team NAI All-American. And Hart first team selection, Defensive Player of the Year 2 times over as well. The Eagles maintain possession in their offensive third. So like a free kick about 30 yards out.
If you get a chance, half or so, give a birthday shout out to the head coach. She told me, yeah.
So possession back to William Woods. And Hiesenbeck's fellow center back, Alicia Zamora, in the starting 11 once again. The 2021 NAI third team All-American selection and Hart first team selection as well. This center back, what a luxury it is for Central Methodist to field 2 center backs that are both All-American selections. Good enough for a .38 goals against average in 2021. And to look to maintain that same continuity going into this 2022 campaign. The dynamite sophomore from Minas Gerais, Brazil, Marcela Helena, wears number 8 in the starting 11 tonight. Helena, third team NAI All-American. She was the Hart Freshman of the Year in 2021 and a Hart first team selection. And she has a goal in every single match to this point. Kaja Renklev, the freshman from Oslo, Norway. 1 goal and 2 assists in 19 appearances last season. She's looking to get more regular time in the CMU starting 11. As a run up by Renisha Frank. Nothing doing on that one. Goal kick away for William Woods. By Ranklev, and a foul on Ranklev. Owls possession. Heading towards the midfield. We'll highlight Maria Cerveo, the senior from Barcelona, Spain. Second team Hart selection in 2021, wears number 10. And the cornerstone piece for this Central Methodist Eagles team, the junior out of Svendborg, Denmark, Sandra Jakobsen, wears number 11. 2021 first team NAI All-American, the first in program history as the Eagles turn it over. Owls looking to possibly create something. Here's Pullman. Attempted shot blocked by Hiesenbeck. Shot by Gonzalez. And Zamora able to maneuver around, a little bit of turbulence, but able to get it back to her keeper, Oliveras. But the possession will remain with the Owls in the offensive half on the far side. Renisha Frank, first time starting at home, the senior out of St. George's, Grenada, second team Hart selection, 12 goals and 5 assists in 2021. The second appearance for Renisha Frank. And to round out the CMU starting 11, Celine Witt, the junior out of Quickborn, Germany. 19 appearances last year, including 12 starts, 3 goals and 2 assists to her credit. And for the William Woods Owls, the junior Lauren Helmert out of Mountain Home, Arkansas. Wears number 3. Adeline Nienhaus, the freshman midfielder out of Jamestown, North Dakota. Sam Pullman wears number 7 out of Columbia, Missouri. Lexi Durbol from St. Louis, Missouri, a sophomore defender, wears number 8. A far side free kick, about 45 yards out from goal. Let the goal far to near. Nothing doing. And Jakobsen with a lot of space in front of her. 3 defenders closing in. Spin move, maneuvers around. He was looking for Celine Witt. Nothing doing, and an offsides call on William Woods. Free kick, Hiesenbeck. And Jakobsen finds Celine Witt. Great touch. Witt for Jakobsen. Give and go. Witt into the penalty box. Shot. Ronisha Frank. And Henley able to cover up last minute. Last second. Very dicey situation early for William Woods. Frank gets any sort of touch on that, there's a high probability that one's going in the back of the net. But nothing doing for the Eagles. And CMU will look to build from the back once more. Cerveo finds Witt, tries to go back heel, finds Henriksen. And then it will get for Jakobsen. 10th minute, 0-0 our score from Fayette, Missouri. So taking a look at where both teams are expected to finish in 2022. You know, that whole absurdly too early prognostications, but kind of a lot of them based on previous season's results. Celine Witt, near side. So I'd like to go back for Cerveo. Back for Zamora, and the center backs will reassess. So pressure by Gonzalez. More of a light pressure, nothing too challenging. Finds the midfielder Elena. Elena for Henriksen. Henriksen towards the middle. Headed out. Cerveo back for Maya Henriksen. Celine Witt makes some move, but last touched by Abby Prather-Turner. Throw in for CMU. This William Woods Owls squad picked to finish 3rd in the AMC, behind Harris Stowe and Columbia. Into the box, Ronisha Frank all alone, saved by Hanley! A great chance, and another one batted out by Hanley. She's 2 massive saves early for the senior from Overland Park, Kansas. That's 2 premium chances from 2 premium goal scorers for Central Methodist, and Hanley was up to the task on that one. And breaking through once again. Here's Ranklev far side. Far side into the corner. 2 defenders on her. Into the box goes Jakobsen. Jakobsen, 2 friends alongside the penalty box. Cerveo, she'll take it herself. Can cover up, and Hanley has been busy within the last minute and a half. 3 key covers, a couple key saves against 2 very good CMU forward attackers. And our score is still 0-0. But the Owls' defense showing a few cracks in it early. Living dangerously, but getting through it. Attempted slide by Hiesenbeck, nothing doing. Just depossessed, able to get it is Torok. Jakobsen makes the move, elects to go near side. Rassner was Gonzalez. Up the pitch goes, and up the pitch went Henriksen. Deflection back to the CMU defensive third. Cerveo finding Marcela Elena, far side. She's got friends, chooses to do it herself, maneuvers, and saved by one of the William Wood center backs, and clearing it for now. But a ton of pressure early for CMU. Looked like a handball there, no whistle. CMU into the offensive third. Our side for Frank, just a little bit short. And that's a foul on Cerveo. Free kick for William Woods. So William Woods weathering the storm very early in this one. Miscommunication there. Possession back to Central. Hansen up once again. 50-50 balls near midfield. Jakobsen. Jakobsen throwing. Henriksen. Back for Jakobsen. Able to shake her defender. Jakobsen approaching the 18. Pullman. Looking for a pass for Boyle. Nothing doing. CMU will throw in once again. So Henriksen near side, about parallel to the 18. The 18 finds Marcela Elena. Celine Witt will shoot it herself. Save. Second chance. Jakobsen scores. 1-0 CMU on the goal by Sandra Jakobsen. Goal scored, her fourth of the season, by number 11, Sandra Jakobsen. So fourth of the year for Sandra Jakobsen. CMU with a ton of pressure, and Jakobsen at it again. Still trying to pressure the Owls defense, that Owls back line, to possibly making a mistake. So the enormous amounts of pressure, high pressure payoff possibly here once again is Frank onside. Frank, no whistle yet, onsides. Ball deflected by Hanley, but cleared out by one of the Owls center backs. Throwing for Torak. Attempted header, found Celine Witt, but that one will go over the crossbar, out of bounds. Or past the end line, free kick for Michaela Hanley. Hanley last year, it's actually your first action in 2022. More high pressure for CMU. Finds Jakobsen. Does she have a good, not the best touch on it. Cleared temporarily. Finds Cerveo. CMU will build from the back. Near to far goes Zamora to Torok. Ranisha Frank. Frank. Dispossessed. And cleared out by William Woods. Temporarily not quite out of the offensive third quite yet. The smothering with the pressure is Central Methodist. Henriksen boxing out, making sure that throw-in stays true, and it will. Eastenbeck far side for Torok. So this is the fifth season for head coach Lauren Raw. Possibly another chance here for Central. Jakobsen towards the middle, deflected off one of the wide backs, and results in a corner for CMU. Kitty Torok to take it. So fifth season for head coach Lauren Robb, 44, 23, and 5 overall mark. But even more impressive is the AMC mark, 33, 7, and 2. 33 wins, 7 losses, and 2 draws. Torok gets it away. A little too far, no Eagles present. Easenbeck maintaining possession. Easenbeck towards the middle, headed out. 50-50 headers. Be careful they don't collide. 27 minutes to go. CMU looking to pressure once again. Actually, head coach Lauren Robb, she was a 4-year starter for these very Central Methodist Eagles. And who was her head coach? Yep, ladies and gentlemen, you guessed it right. Dan Schmidlin. A third-team hack selection, HAAC, back in the day before the rebranding and a change of the name to the Heart Conference. It's like at least 16 starts in each season from 2008 to 2011 goes Lauren Robb. One game winning goal in her freshman through junior seasons, and 12 goals overall. But her skill was defense. Possible break for your Elena. Finds Jakobsen. Can she get a brace? And shoots it over the crossbar. Those two are going to be dynamite this season. Jakobsen and Elena. As well, our first sub of the evening for William Woods, in the person of number 18, Jalen Bradshaw Gromit, the freshman from Rolla, Missouri. Eagles pressuring once again. Surveyo. Yeah, some space for a shot. Elects to give it off for Kitty Torok. Far side corner. Torok. Deflects off of Balducci. Cleared out temporarily, but CMU continuing their game plan as prescribed. Finds the foot of Maria Cerveo to build from the back this time. Ranisha Frank trying to go back heel had Helena behind her. Nothing doing. Can the Owls form some sort of break here? Nothing. Can't quite. Ball back in CMU's offensive third. Finds Celine Witt. Witt just tried herself. Non-threatening attack there. And Hanley will handle it and kick it away. Actually, I had a conversation with CMU This little chance for the Owls, but finds Cerveo, nothing doing. Actually had a conversation earlier with Central Methodist University chaplain Mark Gassman, who knows this Dan Schmidlin's Eagles inside and out. So we'll get our first sub of the night for William Woods. Substitution for William Woods, checking in number 18, Jalen Bradshaw Grummet. So Bradshaw Grummet in, and out goes number 9, Cindy Gonzalez. It was actually brought to my attention that today is William Woods head coach Lauren Robb's birthday today. So we wanted to wish head coach Lauren Robb a very happy birthday. But Mark Gassman actually wanted to wish that happy birthday wish on the condition that it's not between the hours of 5 and 7 Central Standard Time. So, and we are in that designated window right now. Jakobsen possibly on a break, but looks like maybe well off sides. But nothing doing, a little too hard. Finds Hanley. Looked like a handball there, nothing doing. Relentless pressure from CMU is the story to define the first 24 minutes of this match. And CMU will have their first sub coming in at the next dead ball in the form of Alexis Ashmore. But all attention to the offensive third. Ronisha Frank! And offsides is the call. As for a clock stoppage in this one, looks like we'll have our first hydration break of the evening. So like I said, it's last day of August. First day September begins tomorrow, but 3 weeks of summer still remain. So expecting these high temperatures to remain. Even though I think for the past 2 weeks we've had a little bit of a reprieve from the unbearable. Oh my goodness, it feels like a sauna outside temperatures. So, nice little reprieve from that, and I will as well. We'll have the subs in for CMU on the back end of this break. This is CMU Eagles Soccer from Davis Field on HeartConferenceNetwork.com. 17, Alexis Ashmore. Alexis Ashmore sees the pitch for the first time tonight. A senior out of Urbandale, Iowa. One goal last year in 2021 goes Ashmore. This will be appearance number 4 for her. She does have one shot to her credit. And another sub for Central. Also checking in for Central, number 22, Stina Lee. Stina Lee, first action tonight, the freshman out of Lier, Norway. Lee, for her, it is appearance number 4. One shot to her credit. Some of these preseason matches with a lot of newcomers in the across and intercepted by Hanley. A lot of these early season contests gives a chance for really any team to see what kind of rotations they can run and play, like see what lineups work, what doesn't work, and see what kind of depth what kind of depth the team truly has. And that one as well offsides was Frank from Elena. Free kick for William Woods. So in the American Midwest Conference, as I mentioned earlier, Columbia College selected to finish first. Perennial national championship appearance. This is for the Cougars. Though not on the schedule this season for Central Methodist in the regular season. You never know. You never know with the postseason seedings. At Harris Stowe, it's a really tight top 3. Actually, top 4. I'll throw in Missouri Baptist as well. So it goes Columbia, Harris Stowe, these very William Woods Owls, and the Missouri Baptist Spartans. But maybe the last hurrah for their Missouri Baptist, as they are set to join the Heart of America Athletic Conference next year as a full member. So many trips to St. Louis on deck for every team in the Heart. Jakobsen finding Cerveo. Cerveo for Lee. Unable to put a good touch on it. $18:30 to go. CMU, the theme of this first half, a lot of high pressure, a lot of offensive chances, of which they've cashed in on one so far. Lee, and going the opposite direction was Renisha Frank. So still working on that. Like I mentioned earlier, working on that chemistry, trying to figure out what works and what does not. And a good chance. Now, regardless of the opponent, you really get a chance to see what kind of depth you have. Stanley's free kick away, or goal kick. Beg your pardon. There's Renisha Frank and a cutting and a push off by Prather Turner. No foul called. Kind of looked like she led with the arms, but Elena, Prather Turner on her. In comes Boyle as well. Able to find Stina Lee. Possession still with Central. Jakobsen in the back. Looks like they'll try to build from the back. That midfield rotation of Jakobsen, Elena, and Torok, like they'll rotate through. A lot of movement. And Rickson crossing and missing the header barely was Frank. That's another chance by Torok, but cleared out. Towards the middle. Finds Henriksen. Will she try once again? And she's called offsides. Actually, the offsides, Marcella Elena the culprit on that one. 16:30 to go. Michaela Henley to kick it away. Our side goes William Woods. William Woods in their all blacks, green numbering, and stripes descending and ascending vertically. Substitution for William Woods, checking in, number 19, Chloe Overcamp. So Overcamp in, and looks like Lauren Helmer will take a seat for now. Far side thrown for the Owls. Back towards the middle, deflected by Frank. Into Jakobsen, depossessed. Elena working through midfield. She elects to go with the safe play for Ranisha Frank, and now it finds Jakobsen. Advancing is Frank and Elena. Finds a center mid, Cerveo. Cerveo through the middle, and no breaking Eagles. No forward breaking Eagles on that one. Hanley kicks it away. Two more subs for William Woods on deck. At the near side touchline. And we'll find Judith Oliveras once again. Oliveras on the year. She's pretty much played every single minute thus far. 3 goals allowed in 3 matches. Not counting tonight. One clean sheet. But out of bounds goes past the touchline, and 2 more subs coming in for William Woods. Checking in for William Woods, number 5, Megan Schutze-Schweiter. And number 16, Paige Hicks. Schutze-Schweiter, a freshman out of New Melly, Missouri, and junior number 16, Paige Hicks, out of Pleasant Hill, Missouri. Schutze-Schweiter, no previous career record for her. But this is appearance number 3. Breaking towards the net are the Owls, but finds the CMU defense. And Schmedlin will have another sub coming in, this time in the form of Grace Faraday, number 25, the sophomore out of O'Fallon, Missouri. Elena advancing past midfield, finding a cutting Ranisha Frank, unable to squeeze it between the far side fullback and center back. Frank pressuring once again, and still in possession is CMU. Lee towards the middle, and a foul is called on behalf of CMU. So free kick just outside the 18. So Stina Lee was tripped up. And another, possibly the makings of another great chance for Central. It's looking to go up 2-0 in this one. Jakobsen line movement. Elena will take it herself. Saved on the far side by Hanley. The senior out of Overland Park, Kansas, Michaela Hanley. Result aside, has definitely been active in this first half and has definitely stood her ground for the most part. albeit the goal. But a ton of pressure, and so far still 1-0 Central. Breaking towards it is Henriksen. Henriksen near side. Attempted to get dispossessed, but Henriksen a lot of room. Ranisha Frank, well into the box. Shot off the post. Another chance. Rebound. Elena Henriksen just going left to right, anywhere, everywhere but the net. And we are, Central's looks like still in possession. Just crosses on crosses on crosses, but it'll advance it any more forward. Still in CMU's possession, throwing for Kitty Torok. Substitutions for Central Methodist. Checking in number 5, Matilde Bromos, and number 25, Grace Faraday. So Matilde Bromos checking in out of Gilleleje, Denmark. This is a sophomore defender. For her, this is appearance number, as we get the throw in for Elena. Frank will try it herself, and Hanley will secure it. For Bromos, appearance number 3, no offensive statistics of note, but good. So going to provide some depth for the CMU back line. And Grace Faraday for her. So wears number 25, the sophomore out of O'Fallon, Missouri. Faraday, two shots recorded. This is appearance number 4 for her as well. So 9:20 to go, first half, in which the ball has, for the most part, been in the CMU offensive third for about 90% of it. But still 1-0 is our score. Owls still very much in this one. All the constant high pressure, you have to think that maybe CMU strikes once again. So we'll hit Pater once again. There's possibly a chance here. Not the best touch. And for Elena. Towards midfield. Lee finds Jakobsen. Jakobsen far side. One defender to beat. Jakobsen. Crossing right. Skills. And curves it past the near side. Out of bound. Out of the back. Another substitution for Central Methodist. Checking for CMU number 21, Samantha Minkis. There's a multitude of substitutions. 8 minutes to go, first half. Next dead ball, Carly Edwards will check in. Minkis, the true freshman out of Heerenveen, Netherlands. Or Heerenveen, the Netherlands. The CMU midfielders exchanging possessions. Finds Samura, advancing forward. Finds Bromos. Bromos into the box and secured by Hanley. CMU back line hasn't really been challenged tonight. Central pretty much doing whatever they want throughout. All it takes is one counterattack, one positive counterattack, and one shot behind the back of the net to get this thing level. And you are going up against a very, very skilled Central Methodist team, number 3 in the NAIA for a reason. Just loaded with talent. Ronnie Schafrank, and offsides is the call. There's a multitude of subs coming in shortly. 2 for William Woods and 1 for Central. Seeing a lot of tired body language in that William Woods backfield. You can't really blame them. The pressure has just been constant throughout. Still 1-0. Good touch by Bromos. And defender honor. And depossessed for the time being. Substitution for CMU, checking in number 20, Carly Edwards. Owl substitution, checking in number 2, Amanda Cobb, and number 13, Alexis Henley. So Cobb and Henley, numbers 2 and 13 respectively for the Owls. And Carly Edwards will check in for CMU. Under 5 minutes to go, first half. Rotating is the CMU midfielders. Cerveo. Zamora. Jakobsen makes a move. Finds Bromos. Bromos towards the middle. Finds Zamora. Zamora, can she maneuver around 3 defenders? Elects to go from the back. A shot by Edwards, saved by Henley. Towards the middle. Hanley once again. Take this one away. So for Central Methodist, before this match, they were handing out rings to celebrate the deepest run in Central Methodist women's soccer history, which saw them make it all the way to the NAIA National Semifinal, including 1 win at the final site in Orange Beach, Alabama. So we had a chance to celebrate the 2021 CMU women's soccer team. But all eyes on CMU's future as well. There's no surprise here. They're picked to finish first in the Heart once again this year. And pretty much with the majority of the core coming back, they should be able to. They're expected to do it, and they should be able to do it as well. There wasn't any prediction list brought out, but you win 3 conference championships in a row, and with a lot of your core coming back, then you should be expected to win in the first half. And a chance here. Gets past her. Edwards. And last second. Great job by the Owls center back to keep it 1-0. Great job by Abby Prather-Turner. The last line of defense when Hanley wasn't. And with 2 minutes to go, first half, CMU's still up just 1-0. It's not out of the woods yet is William Woods. Able to win a corner. Jakobsen, Cerveo. Sometimes they like to play it short, but we'll see what happens here. A little bit of a give and go, and that's what they'll do. Looks like William Woods was ready for it. They had that telegraphed. They're unable to clear it. Still in the offensive third. Shot. Looked like it was on net, but saved by Hanley. A shot by Samantha Minkus, number 21. 1 minute remaining in the first half. So doing PA and play-by-play at the same time. We'll be counting down 10 seconds, so regardless of what action happens, we'll just have to let it lie, use your eyes. Possible turnover here. Maybe first chance, but Hiesenbeck up to the task. Under 30 seconds to go. CMU may just play this from the back, may be satisfied to go into the half with 1-0. A ton of chances, but only able to cash in once. Zamora, touched by Minkus, may have been looking for Ramos. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. At the end of one half of play, the score, Eagles 1, Owls 0. Test 1, 2, and we're back, ladies and gentlemen, on HeartConferenceNetwork.com and CMUEagles.com. It's women's soccer, an AMC versus Hart matchup featuring the William Woods Owls and the Central Methodist Eagles. 45 minutes in the books, 45 to go. The story of the first half, a lot of high pressure by Central Methodist. A lot of golden opportunities, but only able to cash in one time on a goal by Sandra Jakobsen around minute 14. So CMU will go left to right this time in their home grays, neon green numerals and lettering. William Woods, all black road kits, green piping, and green numerals. So Sandra Jakobsen, fourth goal of the season for her. The difference in this one off of a rebound of an attempted shot by Celine Witt. But much credit to the Owls keeper Michaela Hanley, a senior out of Overland Park, Kansas, who's been up to the task till now. To this point in the first 45 minutes. The goal withstanding. So glad you're with us from Fayette. We'll see what the other 45 minutes has in store for us. Taking a look at who's out there. Oliveira still in goal. It looks like Hisenbeck, Zamora, Henriksen, Torak. Midfielders Cerveo, Renisha Frank, Marcel Elena, Sandra Jakobsen, Celine Witt, and Kaya Renklev, the original starting 11 for Central. So we get it away. Handled it is Adeline Nienhaus. Refreshing again is CMU looking to have a repeat of the first half. Celine Witt. Far side, throw in, able to win a throw in. Far side touchline. Henriksen undecided on what to do, but throws it into the Owls' defense. It looks like they'll just look to clear it out, but able to find Zamora. Near side Jakobsen. Jakobsen with Torak behind her. Torak, maybe look to cross. All just outside the 18. Lofted. Jakobsen. Saved by Hanley. It's it away. It's a lot of great chances for Central in the first half, just unable to cash in. Still hold the advantage 1-0 in this one. And for William Woods, see if they can look to counter some of this pressure. Tripped up is Torak by Balducci, and a free kick for Central coming in. Gets it away is Hisenbeck. Header towards the net. Going right is Henley. Another save. The header by Marcela Elena. Is that Elena, who scored in all 3 matches this season up to this point. So we can extend that streak here. But denied by Hanley. That Central pressure just relentless. Renisha Frank able to maneuver. Finds Alicia Zamora. Back to Frank. Just outside the 18. Depossessed by Cindy Gonzalez. But that's Helmert. I beg your pardon. Helmert with the dispossession. Finds Cindy Gonzalez, and the ball finds the far side touchline. Throw in for William Woods to see if they can advance it forward. Until now, hadn't been able to do so. See if they can challenge that Central back line on Hisenbeck and Zamora. A tall task indeed. Finds Torok. Wilson. Back towards midfield. Finds Lauren Helmert. Helmert for Pullman. And the Owls maybe look to build from the back here. The center back, Prather Turner. He's going to go long, far side. Finds Henriksen. Cerveo. Jakobsen was looking in space along the far side. I don't know if she'd been offsides for that one. The Owls maybe looking to have something cooking here. Pullman. Cerveo. Depossessed. And cleared. So throwing around midfield for Central Methodist for Kitty Torok. Elena. Zamara as the center back playing more forward. Jakobsen. Jakobsen for Celine Witt, and she's offsides. So a free kick just outside the William Woods defensive third in their own 18. The center back, Prather Turner, to kick it away. Finds friends. But converging on it is Cerveo and Elena, and here comes Cerveo. Has Jakobsen with some room on the near side. We're not looking for Ranisha Frank, nothing doing. And Pullman will just kick it out of the back end for a corner kick for Central. Let's try and get the right terminology here. So I believe it's the end line. Sideline, touch line, end zone, end line, I think. Regardless, corner kick for Central. Torok to take it. Torok. Crossing. Header! And he goes wide. Goal kick for Michaela Hanley. Said she didn't have stats from last year. I beg your pardon on this one. She did have action in 2021. 7 games played. A .132 goals against average, 21 saves to 7 goals allowed, for a record of 4-2-0 with 2 clean sheets to her record. CMU in total control of this one, unless if William Woods is able to capitalize on CMU getting a little too aggressive. Henriksen. Elena far side, back to Henriksen. Far to near goes Elena to Cerveo. Maneuvers around Balducci. I'll make that next touch, but able to recover is Cerveo. Torok on her. They will call a foul on Torok. A little too handsy from the posterior there. So back come the Owls on their own defensive third, 37:55 to go. Something I didn't mention during the previous match is that according to a rule change, there is no more overtime in the regular season. So we're guaranteed to play 90 minutes no matter what in the regular season. There is no overtime. The result is the result after 90 minutes. Switt, a little do it herself, able to clear it over Hanley, but it goes wide. Wide on the near side. Hanley will kick it away. Surveil maneuvering and able to shake Balducci once again. Todak able to do the same for to Derbull. But able to win a corner for Central. Looking to create a little bit of separation for Central Methodist. A little give and go. Jakobsen will cross. And into traffic, but out comes Hanley, and she's able to secure it. Great technique by the senior from Overland Park, Kansas. Able to box out and use her lower half to her advantage. Jakobsen, near side once again. He's going to maneuver around. Finds Renisha Frank, and that maybe an uncle, and finishing. Celine Witt, 2-0 Central. Central Methodist goal scored by number 19, Celine Witt. So Witt on the board, extending the CMU lead 2-0. Foul on Elena, able to win a free kick. For Witt, that is goal number 2 for her. And also assists her credit, so 5 points total. Eastenbeck gets it away, looking for Frank. Trouble in the box once again, and looks like it'll be called. Looks like Central's caught off sides. So it's right before goal to go, about 2 yards out. So a much more comfortable advantage for Central Methodist here in Fayette. Jakobsen not ill-touched on that one, throw-in for William Woods. For the Owls, finds the head of Todak. And Jakobs now finds Jakobsen once again. At the center back Zamora with some pressuring Owls. Taking a look at Jakobsen, walking with a little bit of a limp right now. I don't know if she's kicked in the shin or maybe landed awkwardly, but she is walking under her own power right now. Maybe just got a boot. Maybe just caught a boot to a very vulnerable spot on the shin. And Jakobsen once again. Looking to create the Owls between Pullman and Balducci, but ball going right back to Central. On a break, attempted break was Jakobsen. But Ranisha Frank in the middle. In midfield, intercept. Oh, Jakobsen once again. Crossing, Witt going for a brace and saved by Hanley. Hanley cutting across. She's been outstanding tonight. A lot of high pressure saves in this one. Keeps the deficit at 2. The deflection, attempted shot by Ranisha Frank. The shot going all the way, deflected all the way back to, right, there was actually a foul called just inside the 18, so free kick for William Woods. But finds the foot of Jakobsen once again. Jakobsen maneuvering around, tapped out by Nienhaus. And one sub for each team coming in. Checking in for William Woods, number 23, Mackenzie Boyle. And for Central Methodist, number 25, Grace Faraday, back on the pitch. Faraday back into action. And clearing it out is Balducci. Eastenbeck. So we're going to see if William Woods can create, but nobody really going forward. In as goes Henriksen. So Witt once again. Witt. Elena maneuvering, shot, scores! The streak continues for Marcella Elena. 3-0 Central. Central Methodist goal scored, her 5th of the season, by number 8, Marcella Helena. So Marcella Elena, the beat goes on, her 5th goal of the season and 4th in as many matches. And Central bursting out early in the second half to a commanding 3-0 lead. With no real threatening pressure provided by William Woods, we'll look to see if head coach Dan Schmidlin decides to dial it back a little bit on the defensive end. Play their forwards a little bit more defensive, but it doesn't look like that's the case, just jinxing it. Celine Willow was looking to cross, but winning another corner for Central. So the Cerveo Jakobsen set once again. Cerveo, she'll try from distance. Far to near, goes wide. And a goal kick for William Woods. Elena finding Grace Faraday. Zamora playing more forward. So attempted to get to Ranisha Frank. First home match of 2022 for Ranisha Frank, who, like her fellow midfielder, Marcella Elena, able to, and offsides is the call on Grace Faraday. Ranisha Frank, a national team member of the nation of Grenada. been able to catch her play one time on the international circuit. She was able to score a goal. So, Anisha Frank, as a member of the Grenada national team, able to secure her tally. Henriksen far side. Attempted cross for Frank once again. Deflecting off of William Woods. Let's get the flag call. Looks like a corner kick for Central Methodist. It'll be the combo of Maria Cerveo and Sandra Jakobsen once again. As two subs approach midfield for Central Methodist. And two subs on the side of William Woods as well. Give and go. But looks like William Woods playing man to man. Looks like they've been telegraphing it. Henriksen. Todak attempting for Helena and cleared out by Balducci. Jakobsen midfield, going far side. Attempting to maneuver around. Faraday and twisting up Kitty Torak. Cleared out temporarily. 50-50 ball into the CMU offensive third. Samara far side. Samara. Torak looking to advance, but nothing doing. Had a lot of room. Eastenbeck assessing the situation. We'll hand it off. We'll pass it off to Kitty Torak. Back to Eastenbeck. Hiesenbeck, and she'll just maneuver her way in. Actually called off of Hiesenbeck. Okay, 5 and 19. Check in for William Woods, number 19, Chloe Overkamp, and number 5, Megan Schutze-Schweiter. And checking in for Central, number 12, Ikel Ferreira. Multiple subs coming in, checking. Also checked in for Central, number 6, Julia Rodrigue. So Rodrigue seeing her first action tonight. Same with Ikel Ferreira. Ball far side. Let's see if William Woods can advance it forward, but that CMU defense is just so stout, so good with the ball and handling the ball. And when the team plays for a long time together, you tend to know them like the back of your head. You know where they're going to be every single time. A lot of chemistry. Into the box goes Frank, and Frank loft one over, but harassed enough to where Hanley's able to cover it. Very busy tonight is Michaela Hanley. Just a lot of fantastic saves on her end. Just the constant, all the credit to the Central Methodist pressure just comes at you and at you and at you and at you. Throw in for CMU, Rodrigue, or Jakobsen. Moving around once again past this Nienhaus this time is Cerveo. Elena and on top of Helmert goes Elena, no call. Free kick central. Torak. Cerveo. Back to Rodrigue. Fajerera. Lofted. Torak with space. Near side. Torak towards the middle. Attempted shot and finds the back of the net. Another goal for Central Methodist. Central goal scored by number 25, Grace Faraday. So fourth goal in the books for Central Methodist, this time off the foot of Grace Faraday. For her, that is goal number 1 on the season. She had 2 goals last year in 16 appearances. So we've hit the mandatory water break. Timeout on the pitch. 22:41 to go here in Fayette. Looks like CMU in firm control of this one. 4-0 our score. Actually, a very brief hydration break. We'll be right back at it shortly. So we'll stay with you. Let's take a look at what the rest of the Heart is doing tonight. So we'll take a look at some AMC scores as well. So in action tonight are on the women's soccer side for CMU today, last day of August. Oh, a lot going on today. So 4-0 Central here in Fayette. Under 13:54 to go in the second half in Canton, Missouri. Culver Stockton St. Ambrose, 0-0 score there. College of St. Mary up 1-0 on Grandview in Omaha, Nebraska. 12:31 to go in that one. Graceland on the road in Midland, where they're facing a 0-4 deficit in that one, 21:30 to go. And a couple finals earlier today. Briarcliff picking up a 2-0 win. Ronisha Frank into the 18, but able to get it. Bull able to poke it away from Ronisha Frank. Ronisha Frank looking to get her first tally in 2022. Briarcliff over MNU, Mid-American Nazarene over in Overland Park. I'm not sure if they were on the road. Offsides are the Eagles. So Briarcliff winning 2-0 over MNU. And then earlier this morning, over in Overland Park, a neutral site match between KCAC's Oklahoma Wesleyan University, scoring 2 goals in the first half to defeat Missouri Valley at that neutral site in Overland Park. Both goals scored by number 11, Laura Maria. Oklahoma Wesleyan and Central played to a very competitive match in the rain at that same Overland Park site last year in 2021. It was a shot from distance by Andrea Villar. You're welcome. Late in the second half, able to secure the 1-0 victory against Oklahoma Wesleyan. So multitude of subs coming in for Central Methodist in the form of Lee E. Substitutions for CMU: Alexis Ashmore, Stina Lee, and Samantha Minkus checking back in. They replace Maria Cerveo, Marcela Elena, and Sandra Jakobsen. So Lee, Minkus, and Ashmore in. As we close in on 20 minutes to go in this one, Central comfortably up 4-0. We're looking to see if the Owls now into the CMU defensive third. See if they can look to create some offensive sets, but just a non-threatening cross towards the net and finds the hands of Oliveras. Throw in for the Owls. Throw on the look to Bill from the back this time. Goes William Woods. Lee dispossessing temporarily. Towards the middle is William Woods. Wilson. Towards the middle. And a little too much mustard on that header. Possession for Central Methodist. Checking in for Central Methodist, number 5, Mathilde Bromos. Replacing Kitty Torok. So Bromos in, Torok out. Central looks to get more of the subs in. And get some of the CMU depth some run in this one. They're back to Hanley. It feels like she's been challenged for 70 minutes plus tonight. So we can take a look at some scores on the American Midwest side. So throw in for William Woods. What the CMU reserves in, see if they can look to see if they can make something with this second unit. The towards the middle. Fareda for Nisha Frank. Rodrigue. So other matches tonight. Columbia is in Marion, Indiana tonight. We'll be taking on Indiana Wesleyan. The match is scheduled to kick off in about 15 minutes at 7 p.m. In line is an action on the road at University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff. No stat link given. And then in the other match, William Woods and CMU. Minkus. On the near side for Bromos. Bromos unable to keep it inside the touch line. More subs coming in for Central. Ouch. Carly and Emma. Okay. Thank you. Central with another chance lead just outside the box near midfield. Going forward once again is Faraday, looking to get a brace in this one. Ramos. Set looks like they were trying to find Samantha Minkus cutting. Nothing doing. Substitutions for Central. Checking in number 20, Carly Edwards, and number 24, Emma Doyle. Edwards back in. And Doyle with her first action tonight. Listed in the program as number 28, but tonight she's wearing number 24. Had to make sure that we got the right person attached to that number. Into the box in the safe, pretty easy clear for Hanley on the near side. See what's next for both of these squads. We'll start with William Woods. It's William Woods for the rest of to open up September. You know, one more heart match. They'll head to Parkville to take on the Park Pirates. Tripped up, no call, cleared out. And the next a week from today, they'll be in Ottawa, Kansas to take on the Braves of Ottawa University. So with four more matches on their slate, which includes number 11 John Brown University. It'll be a nice test for Lauren Hobbs's Owls. And for Central Methodist, looking ahead, their next match will be at a neutral site in Marion. They'll be taking on Marion. Originally slated for St. Louis at Rush Soccer Complex, but nothing. There may be changes. Keep up to date with the latest news and schedule changes on CMUEagles.com and at CMU Eagles on all social media platforms. Substitution for William Woods, checking in number 7, Sam Pullman, and number 15, Leah Hayes. And goalkeeping switch for Central Methodist. Checked in number 00, Max de Armas Colombo. So Colombo gets to see her first action. Oliveros will take a seat. Clean sheet thus far. Look to see if Max de Armas Colombo will finish it. A member of that 2021 national semifinal team. For Central, after 3 straight conference championships in the Heart, you may, all things considered, they'd gotten as far as they did. We'll look to see if they can climb the rest of the mountaintop and claim that first national championship in program history. CMU once again fielding a very competitive core of players, including 4 returning NAIA All-American selections. And they'll look to take another shot at the mountaintop once again. So they'll be at supposedly at St. Louis on the 3rd. Kickoff scheduled for 1 p.m. in that one. And then back on the road at Missouri Baptist to close out non-conference play to take on Missouri Baptist Spartans, who will be members of the Heart next season. Before returning on the 14th, and Heart Conference play begins with a tilt against the Pioneers of Mid-American Nazarene University. A couple more. Lee. Hanley will handle it. No pun intended. She'll just cover up on it. Payton's wearing number 2, I think. Yeah, Payton's got 2 tonight. 14 is Bachelor. Okay, all right, cool. Central Methodist substitution, checking in, number 14, Kayla Bachelor. I think I heard someone say it's Kyla, so it looks like Peyton Beam will be checking in. Checking in for William Woods, number 2, Amanda Cobb. Also checking in for Central, number 2, Peyton Beam. So Bachelor in, the freshman from Madison, Alabama, the true freshman. Looks like she's playing more of a midfield spot. And also Peyton Beam, the second-year player out of St. Louis, Missouri, the sophomore. Appeared in 7 matches last season for Central. As always, we'll look to create. 9 minutes to go in this one. Central up comfortably 4-0. Going for CMU far side. Looked advancing as the Owls. Passing towards the middle. Attempted shot by Balducci. Nothing doing. So you're maneuvering between 3 players on their defensive third. Sent to the back. Woods looks to build from the back, but no. And it's like to midfield, far side. goes past the far side touchline. Hands in near midfield. Ashmore for Beam. Slight miscommunication. They'll like to go back to the center back, Rodrigue. Beam. Decent touch, but intercepted by Balducci. Balducci playing more of a forward mid now. Cobb. Dispossessed by Peyton Beam. Rodrigue for Ferreira. And the Armas Colombo has it. Central maybe looking to play a little bit more back, just kind of burn out the rest of this time. 6.5 minutes to go in this one. So throwing for Central on the far side. Just to recap our scoring plays. Jakobsen scoring in minute 15 in the first half. That's all the scoring for the first half. And CMU just piling it on in half number 2. 3 goals, one each by Witt, Elena, and Grace Faraday. All unassisted. Most of them coming off of deflections. It's a great result of that immense pressure that CMU has provided all evening. Ball kind of remaining in the, and the Armas Colombo will just preserve the clean sheet just by clearing it out. Throwing for William Woods. Far side. Back towards the middle. Cobb. And on a break possibly goes Peyton Beam. Peyton Beam near side. If she goes far side, she had towards the middle. CMU able to advance forward. Peyton Beam into the corner. Now we'll go past the end line. $4:15 to go. Looks like Central Methodist will move to 3-1 on the season. Nice little 2-game recovery from the loss against Cumberlands. And William Woods still looking for that first win in 2022. Well, what the track record of head coach Lauren Robb and the over 600 winning percentage overall with this William Woods team in her 5th year at the helm. The former 4-year starter for Central Methodist from 2008 to 2011. I also once again want to wish head coach Lauren Robb a very happy birthday. To the CMU back line, or midfield, I beg your pardon. So for Balducci. Intercepted. And this CMU reserve maybe looking to try to create create enough pressure for one more chance. The reserves can tally up. Edwards. And a little bit too late on that one. Throw in for William Woods. 2.5 minutes to go in this one. So up next here at Davis Field tomorrow night, it's the home opener for the men. It's a home opener for the men. They're looking to start the home slate and the journey towards 3 rings in 5 years. So kickoff in that one will be 7 p.m. right here at Davis Field as they'll welcome from Indiana, the Bethel Pilots. Played them to a win at their place last season. Bethel looking to return the favor here at Davis Field, albeit a very daunting task against the number 3 team in the nation. So 1:20 to go in this one. William Woods able to get it into the 18, but albeit very briefly. Maybe another chance here. Maybe a loft over last chance for Abby Wilson, and right into the hands of Max DeArmas Colombo. 1 minute. So the men will be. We'll start the home campaign tomorrow night at 7 p.m. here on CMUEagles.com. I will not be here for that one, so we'll attach all the live action. We'll see if Assistant Athletic Director and Director of Communications Rachel Moore will have something lined up for that one. As the boys on the south end line getting ready. Looks like they'll be getting ready to practice a little bit later tonight. So about 15 seconds remaining in this one. Shut on off the play-by-play, and we'll count it down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Final score in tonight's contest, Central Methodist 4, William Woods 0. And ladies and gentlemen, our next women's soccer home contest will be the Hart Conference opener as your CMU Eagles will welcome the MNU Pioneers to Davis Field. September the 14th kickoff scheduled for 5 p.m. Our next home event at Davis Field will be the home opener for CMU men's soccer. This will be in action tomorrow night here at Davis Field as they welcome the Bethel Pilots to Fayette. Kickoff time scheduled for 7 p.m. If you can join us here at Davis Field, you can watch online at CMUEagles.com and HeartConferenceNetwork.com. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this concludes tonight's soccer program. Thank you so much for all your support. We'll see you next time at Davis Field. Drive home safely. Good night from Fayette. And that'll do it. CMU 4-0 in this one. Thanks for watching. This is HeartConferenceNetwork.com. We'll see you next time. Good night from Fayette.